Welcome to my channel. The old house at the end of the road seemed abandoned. Its windows were dark. Its paint was peeling. The porch sagged under the weight of the overgrown weeds. But when Leila knocked, the door opened slowly, as if inviting her in. She hesitated, unsure if she should enter. She could turn back and try to find another road or wait here for help. But as she looked around for a familiar landmark, she realized she didn't recognize any of the houses. In fact, she didn't even remember turning onto this road. When her phone had died, she had no choice but to knock on the door. As she called out, "Hello," the only reply was the sound of the wind rustling through the dry leaves on the trees. She could hear faint footsteps coming from upstairs. "Is anyone there?" The footsteps stopped. Then a whisper floated down the staircase. "Come upstairs." It sounded like an old woman's voice, weak and trembling. Against her better judgment, she climbed the stairs. Each step creaked ominously under her weight. At the top, the hallway stretched longer than it should have. It was lined with doors on both sides. She tried to make out any faces in the windows, but all she saw were dark, vacant eyes staring back at her. The whisper came again, closer now. This way. She followed it to the last door. It opened by itself. Inside was a small, dimly lit room. In the corner sat a rocking chair. It was rocking slowly back and forth as if someone had just gotten up from it. But there was no one in sight. On the wall hung a mirror. It was tall and antique, its glass cloudy with age. She stepped closer, her heart pounding in her chest. Her reflection stared back at her, but it wasn't copying her movements. It was smiling, wide and wrong. The reflection mouthed words she couldn't hear. She spun around. The door was gone. Just a solid wall. The rocking chair was now facing her, and from under the veil, a pale hand reached for her. "You came," it whispered. "I've been waiting for you." The mirror behind her began to ripple like water. Cold, skeletal hands burst through the glass, grabbing her arms, pulling her backward. She screamed, but the veiled figure only watched, head tilted, until she disappeared into the mirror entirely. When the rocking chair stopped, the house was silent again. Hours later, a passing driver spotted her abandoned car on the road, but when they went up to the house for help, it was gone. Just empty fields where it had stood. They say if you break down on that road, you might see a light in the distance. And if you follow it, you'll find a house that shouldn't be there. But once you go inside, the house never lets you leave.